sports. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolfpack is gathering and starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Falcons will put total leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. So NC State's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy that can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. From the gun to give, looking for room. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll run it from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the running game off the right tackle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete, the long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. So Air Force's offense will get the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On the option. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Falcons send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The give out of the gun. Makes his man miss. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Powers through the defender. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Hand off from the shotgun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Quarterback changing the plays at the line. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Wilkins. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
That had to be a coverage bust because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Cook. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the play fake. Got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
It'll be interesting to see what the head coach wants to do here, guys. Of course, you just got stopped trying to run the football down close on 3rd down. Now it's 4th and goal, but you're on the 2-yard line. Do you have confidence in your guys up front to get it done?
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UCF. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. It's complete on the right side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, I think the quarterback was trying to push that ball deep down the field. Nobody was open, though, so he finds his fullback for a short gain.
Now on the move. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Here comes the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. On the option. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Falcons!
Nice job on 3rd and goal. You know what's coming. I know what's coming. The physicality, the offensive line doing a great job, and the fullback gets the handoff right up the gut, takes it downhill, uses his power, and falls into the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. Smashes it through for the PAT. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Oh, it's a reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It is so easy when you're a defensive player, when you watch a little misdirection of the ball go one way, to turn and to run. That's not my job. My job's to stay home. The defensive did a good job of that. Defense stayed home, made the play.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They'll run the option, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Now on the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I love when you throw the fullback. The dude is so unselfish, blocks the whole game. Give him a bone every now and again.
Well, of course you like the fullbacks because you wish you had been a fullback. Some wanted to make you a fullback, and you were great. Could have been even greater.
Or I could have been a defensive lineman and a three-time All-American in a first-round draft pick.
The Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He breaks a tackle. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
That's a nice-looking run. I'll tell you, when it comes to the academies, I know the Air Force is known for being mighty in the skies, but on the football field, it's what they're able to do on the ground. Year in, year out, they are so dangerous toting the rock, whether it's the option, whether it's conventional, whether it's spread. These guys are dialed into what they want to do, and they wear defenses down.
This offense has a second down play. On the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to pass. It's Guzman. He makes the connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And now on first down after converting with the run. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. He wants to go deep. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Great move there. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. First down here for the offense. They'll run the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
Fullback's got it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It is good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 4 over Georgia State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give on the inside. Makes one man miss. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Hit as he throws. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him. But nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll go to the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They go to the counter. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
Here's the handoff. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down.
Yeah, not enough movement up front. You got to be a little bit more physical with this offense, but now it's 4th and 1. Another opportunity. You go for it there, you pick up some yardage. Now you made it a little bit short. Now this offense has really got to get physical.
trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove my...
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Guzman. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. Slips through the line. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. They can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, NC State.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him. And I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just 9 seconds to play here in the half. Let's see if they come out guns a-blazing. Run it with the fullback. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Raleigh. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing.
NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. The option look. And now on second down for this offense. He'll ride his man on the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Goes to the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll try the run. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, the offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. 2nd and 3rd and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you could tell on that pass rush, man, they were coming.
Looking left. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Running back goes in motion. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking downfield, it's Guzman. Coming after it. They're bringing heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll give it on the counter. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They'll give it to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. Wide out in motion. The give to the tailback. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. trying to get to him. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, but just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off his guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Unleashes to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He got it. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. California is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Berkeley for some time.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move there. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Here comes the option. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. On the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes a stop. Went to the running game on first down, now 2nd down. Now on the option.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Leaves it with the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9.
The inside handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Fast motion from the offense. The give from the gun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The play action fake. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.